Yes, Shalom, things are happening. We're going to look at one of these, another one of the Mossad surgical strikes over there in Turkey. 3 dead as wildfires blaze in southern Turkey. This is from DW News. So before we go in, we want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the sincere Akim, and we rise in Kwam Yahshua. Hebrews chapter 12 and 29. For Yahweh is a consuming fire. So this is described as apocalyptic conditions over there this is Turkey. And yeah, fire is consuming, and we know the angels are doing their thing. They're busy. We see them more or less every night, going to judgment or coming from judgment. The angels don't sleep. So here's some more surgical strikes.
4 people have been killed and dozens more injured in wildfires in southern Turkey. The blazes threaten popular beach resorts, including several in the Antalya region across the Mediterranean coast. Authorities suspect arsonists have started at least some of the fires.
Temperatures approaching 40 degrees Celsius and strong winds are spreading the fires. Many neighborhoods were evacuated as flames engulfed homes and vehicles.
I lost everything. My car has burnt. I couldn't save anything. The fire broke out very quickly. We had to flee, and this is what we came back to.
Authorities are investigating what started the blazes. Some suspect arson because 4 fires broke out in different places at the same time. Huge plumes of smoke can be seen in popular resorts along the coast, including Marmaris and Bodrum. Hundreds of tourists have been evacuated from their hotels. President Erdogan says everything possible is being done.
We hope to put out these fires without any casualties. The fires have spread across a wide area, and we hope to put them out as soon as possible. Everything will be investigated, and we will support our citizens who are suffering.
The wildfires have consumed livestock as well and injured domestic pets. Thousands of firefighters are working in extreme heat to contain the flames. But authorities are warning that the operation is likely to take some time. And more families may need to flee to safety.
I'm now joined by our correspondent in Istanbul, Julia Hahn. Julia, give us an update. What's the situation this morning?
Well, first of all, let me say the images we've been getting from southern Turkey are apocalyptic and heart-wrenching. Firefighters are still struggling to get some of the blazes under control. According to the authorities, there have been more than 60 separate fires in different parts of the country, most of them in the south in recent days. Some of them, as you mentioned, in popular Mediterranean resort regions. Now, while the authorities say most of the fires are now under control, others are still raging on. Turkey's Minister of Forestry last night said on Twitter that the whole nation, quote, was fighting a war right now. We are burning, he wrote, but we will extinguish the fire. Now, several people have been reported dead. More than 180 were sent to hospitals with burns and smoke poisoning, and many others have lost everything. We spoke to farmers in the southern Turkish district of Manavgat. Let's listen to what they had to say.
Some of the animals burned where they were. Some we released, but they burned in the forest. These are the ones left. We had around 40 sheep and goats, but we lost all of them. The fire came all of a sudden. It turned everything into ashes. We barely saved our lives. The children went one way, we went the other. Everyone tried to escape. It's devastating, absolutely devastating.
Julia, the fire is destroying people's livelihoods there, and we also saw huge plumes of smoke rising up behind beaches. How close are the fires to popular tourist resorts right now?
Well, they have been very close to some of the tourist spots there at the Mediterranean and the Aegean coast, popular with local tourists, but also with vacationers from Russia, from the UK, and from Germany. Yesterday, the flames have crept closer to the sandy beaches and hotels of towns like Manavgat, Marmaris, and Bodrum. Several hotels had to be evacuated. Now, this is very devastating for all those who work in tourism in the region. The tourism sector has lost nearly 70% in revenues last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic because foreign tourists, the number of foreign tourists who arrived in Turkey dropped dramatically. Now, this time, many had hoped for a recovery, for a slightly better season. And now the wildfires, they are threatening lives, they are threatening property. So for many people there in the region, what's at stake is their very existence.
And we also just heard that the fires might be a result of arson. What are the authorities saying?
Well, let me mention that wildfires are not uncommon in southern Turkey, especially in summer. It's very hot there. The fires are raging with temperatures from 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. There are strong winds, and this is what experts have been citing, why the fires are spreading and why it's so difficult to put them out. Now, they're also often citing climate change as a contributing factor here. But yes, the authorities, among them Antalya's mayor, have said they suspected foul play because in Antalya province, fires broke out in 4 locations at the same time. So an investigation has been launched into arson suspicions, but nothing has emerged from that yet.
DW, it's Julia Hahn in Istanbul there. Thank you.
All right. Yes, so we know it's not arsonists. It's not no foul play. We know it's the angels doing their surgical strikes over there, hitting up the economy, the farmland, you know, the agriculture, the tourism, all those well-to-do hotels. So the Most High is a consuming fire. He knows where to strike. He strikes where it hurts, man. Yeah, man. Ezekiel 22. Just end off the video with a couple of precepts. And 21 says, "Yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that Yahweh hath poured out my wrath and my fury upon you." It's a surgical strikes, man. The Spirit's created for vengeance in Sirach 39. You know, there's many different types of spirits created for vengeance. They can come in many different forms. They can come in flames of fire. In this case, it's the flames of the fire. In the elements, in the water, in the air. He can use insects. He can use rats. He can use spiders. You know, we've seen videos on those, the news on the spiders and the moths. The moths. The 10 plagues, what we saw in Egypt, man. You know, many ways. There's many ways to skin a cat. Ezekiel 22, jump down to 31. "Wherefore I have poured out my indignation upon them," and it's all indignation from on high, "and I have consumed them with the fire of my wrath." The Most High is a consuming fire. Pursuing to Hebrews chapter 12, and also in Deuteronomy chapter 4. You know, "Consumed indignation upon them, and I have consumed them with the fire of my wrath. Their own way I have recompensed upon their own heads, saith Yahweh thy power." Kala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yes, man. There's a lot of action. The movie is starting to get more into the action is heating up. The action is picking up in this movie. We're getting towards the action side of it. So I suggest all you Akim start to fasten your seatbelts. I know you're ready to fasten your seatbelts. I mean, you know what's about to come in the earth. Most High's picking up momentum. Here's another little clip. Surgical strikes from on high. Here's another little clip. Check it out. Homes under threat as wildfires threaten to engulf Turkey. You can run, but you can't hide. So this is all surgical strikes, spirits created for vengeance. They come in many forms. In this case, it's the fires. You can come as scorpions, you can come as lions and tigers and bears. You can come as insects, rats, mice, spiders, flames of fire. This is heating up nicely. Kala Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah. It's all heating up nicely. So we're going to end off the video just as the title of the video. I'm going to title it Hebrews chapter 12, or let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, you know, to end off the video. Chapter 4 and 24 says, for Yahweh thy power is a consuming fire, even a jealous power. Apocalyptic conditions over there in Turkey. Kala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.